Hello YouTube. Today I thought we'd check out the online cookbook here and just read through a couple of random recipes. So the first one I selected is an appetizer, and looks like this one's coming from Christina. This appetizer is for some garlic ranch wings. It looks like this makes approximately 50 wings. Sounds about right for a kind of an average-sized family. So coming down to the ingredients, looks like this requires 3 pounds of frozen chicken wings, some vegetable oil for frying, and I assume that it's probably important that these wings are frozen, by the way. Usually recipes will make some kind of a different assumptions about how you need to do this, if it's frozen or if it's raw. So keep that in mind. So vegetable oil for frying. They don't give us an amount, so it probably depends on your fryer or the pot that you're going to use to fry in. 2 tablespoons or 10 milliliters of melted butter. 1 teaspoon or 5 milliliters of dry ranch dressing mix. 1 teaspoon, or again 5 milliliters of minced garlic, which is good. You just can't go wrong with lots of garlic. So to prepare this, we deep fry the wings until they're crispy brown. Place the wings in a bowl with a lid. Add melted butter, garlic, and dry ranch dressing mix. Then it says to place the lid on the bowl and shake those wings for about a minute. Then they're ready to serve. Now for me, I don't like my wings to be too liquidy with the sauce, so sometimes I might do a little bit less than what's suggested here, but that's really up to you. Let's see what else we got. Come over here to contents. Let's see, what is a chikorito? I definitely feel like I need to know. So the description of these is a puff pastry chicken burrito. That sounds pretty amazing. Looks like this makes 4 or more, up to you how many you want to make, obviously. The ingredient list on these are a bit longer. So 3 cups or 700 milliliters of finely chopped cooked chicken. 1/4 ounce, I guess. 112 grams of canned diced green chilies. I'm sure you could do this fresh too. Personally, I'd probably just go with the canned because it sounds a lot easier. 1/2 cup or 125 milliliters of finely chopped green onions. 1.5 cups of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. I'm a huge fan of extra sharp cheddar myself. 1 teaspoon or 5 milliliters of hot pepper sauce. 1 teaspoon or 5 milliliters of garlic salt. 1 teaspoon or 1 milliliter of pepper. I'm sure you could add more pepper to taste if you like it a little bit spicier. 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin. 1/4 teaspoon or 1 milliliter of paprika. This is kind of an odd measure to me. I'm not exactly sure what they mean here, but we'll jump to the grams. 483 grams, which should be just slightly over a pound, so maybe they're saying 17.25 ounce. I'm not sure exactly, but 483 grams, box frozen puff pastry sheets, thawed, water, salsa, guacamole. It's interesting that one of the ingredients is guacamole. I suppose you could buy that off the shelf or find another recipe for the guacamole. Preparation. In a bowl, combine the chicken, the chilies, the onions, the cheese, and the seasonings. Mix well. Chill until ready to use. Remove half of the puff pastry from the refrigerator at a time. On a lightly floured board, roll to a 9 by 12 inch rectangle. I like these instructions. These are pretty easy to follow. Cut into 9 small rectangles. place about 2 tablespoons or 30 milliliters of filling across the center of each rectangle. Wet the edges of the pastry with water and roll the pastry around in the filling. Crimp the ends with a fork to seal. Repeat with remaining pastry and filling. Place seam side down on a lightly greased cookie sheet. Refrigerate until ready to heat. Bake at 425 degrees or 225 Celsius for 20 to 25 minutes or until golden brown. Serve warm with salsa and guacamole. Yields 18 appetizers or 6 to 8 main dish servings. Let's do one more. Chicken liver pate mousse. Boy, that doesn't sound very good. Let's see what's on the next page. Sounds interesting. Mandarin plum chicken bites from Terry. Makes 40 appetizers. I wonder how big each one is. Let's see. Ingredients. 1 can of Dole chunk pineapple chunks. 2 whole, skinless, boneless chicken breasts. 1 cup or 225 milliliters of plum jam, melted. That's interesting. Wonder how you melt it. Perhaps in the microwave. 3 tablespoons of 45 milliliters of soy sauce. 1 tablespoon or 15 milliliters of dry sherry. 1/4 teaspoon or 1 milliliter of garlic powder. 1/4 teaspoon or 1 milliliter of ground ginger. 1 teaspoon or 5 milliliters of cornstarch. 1 red and green bell pepper. 1 onion cut into 1 to 1 inch pieces. It can be anywhere between 1 inch and 1 inch. That's kind of funny. Preparation. Drain pineapple chunks and cut chicken into chunks, about 40 bite-sized pieces. Place in plastic bag. In small bowl add all ingredients, except cornstarch and peppers, and whisk. Add to bag and seal. Marinate 2 hours. Drain sauce into pan. Add cornstarch and cook on medium heat until thickened. Cut peppers into 40 pieces, about 1 to 2 inches square. Arrange chicken, peppers, onions, and pineapple onto skewers. Arrange on broiler pan and baste with sauce. Broil 4 inches from heat for about 10 minutes. Baste with warm sauce before serving. Okay. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. Maybe in a later video we'll come back to the online cookbook and go through some more of these recipes. Okay, we'll see you on the next one.